Hey friends, my name is Marilyn. This is my channel, Sister Marilyn, and I'm working on like some cool bead stuff. And now like I'm this bead person, and I decided to make a video about like how I got into beading, or like what got me into beading, because I think at this time I still think it's an interesting story, and I'll probably never forget it. But anyway, before all this started, I had a small collection of beads, but it was gemstone beads that were gifted to me, from a friend. So, I had like a little stash of beads. They were cool, but it was kind of like my crystal and rock collection. To me, it went together. Anyway, so I wasn't a bead person. I wasn't a beader. I wasn't a needlework person at all. But one phase, because I go through like phases and seasons or whatever. One season, I started like getting this itch to go out, and I have like my going out clothes. I've got more stuff than I've worn, as far as like earrings and shoes and shirts and stuff like that. I've always got new stuff that I haven't worn yet, right? Or new stuff that I haven't tried. So I'd put together this outfit one night, and I had no place to go. But love the outfit. I mean, the boots, the jeans, the shirt, the earrings. I had these earrings that I'd like tried to wear before. There were these like long duster chain earrings. They had like some beads. But like, I had tried these earrings on before. They didn't work. They were like okay, but I wasn't like a huge earring person. And but this night, something magical was going on with my outfit. And with that outfit and those earrings, like I just felt like like it was perfection. It was perfection. And again, I had nowhere to go. This is so embarrassing. I had nowhere to go. And I went to Walmart to get I don't know what. And this girl she's worked there forever. It's a small town. This girl gives me a compliment, and she's like, your whole thing is like just amazing. And I've never heard this girl speak, right? And it's I don't know. It was an interesting type of person. So to get this type of compliment from this interesting type of person, and I wouldn't think that the two go together, right? So I wouldn't think to ask her opinion. I would never thought to ask her opinion, but she gave me this compliment, and it was just like, I knew I had it going on, whatever. Like I knew the outfit was going on, and she gives me this general like compliment, but like a good compliment, and I'm like, it's the earrings, right? And she's like, no, I don't know what it is, and I'm like, yeah, it's the earrings. Because it was when I put the earrings on that it felt like but she's like, but it's like whatever, the moment passes, I get whatever I'm getting, I check out, and I go home. I was in the middle of moving too. I go home, and once I'm home, I look in the mirror and I'm missing an earring. It was this perfect outfit. The earrings were perfection that night. Finally, like it worked. They worked, and I was missing an earring, and I was like, oh man, crap. I drove back to Walmart and I searched that parking lot. I searched that store. I retraced my steps, and I was obsessed. There was like so many different trips that I took to Walmart looking for that earring, and this earring was easily like, it was fast fashion. I bet they cost less than $5 for those earrings, and I bought like others somewhat like it anyway. But I could not find that earring. There were multiple trips taken. I probably still kind of, it's gone. But I know the exact spot that I had parked at. Like I still kind of look at towards that area, but I know I'm not gonna find. Like I'm over it now. I'm kind of over it now. But will I ever be over it? I don't know. But I was obsessed with that earring. I wanted to be able to recreate that outfit, and I would never be able to recreate that outfit or the vibe. I scoured the internet for this earring. I scoured the internet trying to figure out the brand name. Like this was the first time I started using Google photo or image search. Like really started using it, trying to find this earring. I just wanted the earring back. I would have paid three, four, five. I would have paid up to like $20 for these earrings again, just to get the one earring back. And no, nothing, and like trying to find something like it was hard. There was nothing quite like it. They're not that special, but there's nothing quite like it. I started to search for beads that were going to, like, maybe I could make it. Maybe I could make it, or something like it, like just like it. I could make a pair just like it. And I started searching for, like, because it had like little leaves, or like little, I think there are leaves at the ends of it, like little metal leaf charms. I started looking for charms like it. Couldn't find charms like that. Of course, there's all different kinds, but this is how I was introduced to the world of bead supplies, beading supplies, jewelry making supplies, earring findings, earring charms, like jewelry charms, chain, like different size chain, like what 2mm. I didn't care what 2mm meant before this. I didn't care what 3mm meant before this. I didn't care about any of that until I was on the hunt for this earring, or like recreating this earring. And trying to think of my first purchase was, I'm not gonna waste my time trying to think about that right now, but man, I was so obsessed with trying to find that earring, which led me to seeing if maybe I could recreate that earring. But yeah, no, now I've spent, I don't know how many thousands on beads and beading supplies, and it's slowed down quite a bit, but it has not exactly stopped. Oh gosh. But I didn't end up trying to recreate those earrings. I think it was I think where I've lost interest is like chain, like buying chain, or finding quality chain, or like the right quality chain, because it had different kinds of chain on it, and I would have to buy different kinds of chain. But the beads have taken me in a different direction now. Like I got into fringe earrings, and then like bead weaving, loom beading, or bead loom work. And but bead embroidery is kind of what I'm obsessed with right now. Like this is gonna be the first time that because I've made like bead embroidered like cabochons, but this is the first time that I'm making like a series of them, that I'm gonna put them together. I don't know if I'm gonna link them together, or if I'm gonna make them into like like I really like the bib necklaces. I've never made anything like that. But I have bead embroidered cabochons and turned those into like bead badges, turned them into like badge reels. So it's turned into this whole other thing. But anyway, so that's the story of how I got into beading. That's how I got here, because I did not have this type of hobby, and it's kind of changed my life. Like it was soothing, it was calming, it gave me something to do. It's like I'm almost a different person now. Like I don't know, it makes me happy. It wasn't synchronicity that night, but it was just a very special feeling night. Lots of different strong feelings that night in all directions. Very good feelings, excitement, loss, obsession. Anyway, yeah, so that's my story. That's how I got in beads. Okay, bye.